word for today is compassion. I just finished recording Samara's video on her room. And as I was sitting here, I was thinking about what happened this morning. And I decided to make a video about it. So this morning, we wake up early because Samara has an appointment at 8:30. The appointment's about 45 minutes away. I didn't realize it was so far, but we got up at like 6:30 to get to this appointment. And we left the house a little late because as we were getting ready, I was almost done getting Samara dressed when she had an explosive pamper. And then I was changing her and she peed and continued to poop. And so I ended up having to change her and her clothes and the bed and everything. So that delayed us from leaving the house. Well, fast forward to us getting to this appointment. As we're on our way to the appointment, she's breathing fast. She is having DSATs, which is when your oxygen levels drop. She seems fine, but the alarms are going off and everything. So Sammy's driving. I'm in the backseat with Samara, and we're just trying to make it to this appointment for 8:30. I realize we're going to be late, and so I call the doctor's office and I tell them that we're probably going to be about 10 minutes late or so. But then we encounter traffic. So we ended up getting to the appointment at 8:52 to be exact. And the appointment was at 8:30. And so I knew we were late. And I was really praying that it wouldn't be an issue, but unfortunately it was. We got to the checkout desk. She told us to have a seat. And then like 3 minutes later, she calls us up and she says, unfortunately, we cannot see you today because you were late. I said, I know, but I called you and told you we were going to be late. She said, yeah, but you were more than 10 minutes late and our cutoff is 20 minutes. And I said, well, we got in here less than 20 minutes because I remember looking at the time in the car when we parked. We were maybe like 18 minutes, not even, it was probably 15 minutes in the parking lot. But by the time we unloaded Samara, put all her equipment in the car and all of that, it was already 8:48 as we were walking in. It was like 8:52, she said, when we came in. She's like, no, so unfortunately you're 2 minutes past the 20-minute grace period that we have, so we need to reschedule you. And I was like, listen, please, we had a really rough morning trying to get her out the house. It took us almost an hour to get to this appointment. You see everything she has going on. You know, the vent is beeping. She sees all the equipment. She sees Samara in the big old stroller and all this stuff. And she's like, unfortunately, we can't see you, but I can reschedule you for tomorrow morning. I said, ma'am, please. I said, we have a lot going on. She had an explosive pamper. I said, you're about to make me cry. I was so like devastated because it wasn't a super, super important appointment, but it was an appointment nonetheless that we got up and got ready for and spent an hour and a half of our morning or longer to get, doing everything to get to this appointment. So I understood we were late. I understand people's time is valuable, but compassion is the word for the day. I actually had this shirt on that says be a good human, and I wanted to say read the shirt. But I was so sad, I literally started to cry because I just felt like no matter how much we did that morning to try to make it on time, and even if we had gotten up earlier and done everything, we still could have ended up having the same issues right before we left the house that would have left us to be late. And I think, the point of this video is compassion. I understand, and I can't, I understand the policy, so I get it. And I was like, Sammy, let's go. And Sammy went back in and tried again, but I was like, you know what, whatever, let's just reschedule, let's go. But how many times do we sit in a doctor's office and we wait for 30 or 45 minutes? It's happened with us with Samara where I've had to get up multiple times to say, hey, don't forget that we're here. Like, we have equipment that needs to be plugged in and X, Y, and Z. How many times do we wait for 30 and 45 minutes to be seen, and yet we're turned away because we're 22 minutes late to an appointment? I don't think people truly understand the life of a special needs parent, of a parent with a child that has special needs. I think until you live this life and you know the struggle it takes to get out the house with a child that has all this equipment attached, it's hard to understand the challenges that we face. And I just would like to say, if you encounter someone with a child that has special needs, be compassionate. Ask questions if you're not sure. Teach your children to be compassionate. Because compassion goes a really long way in changing someone's perspective and in changing the world. That's my word for the day is compassion. I hope that it encourages you to be compassionate and show love to those around you. Have a great day.